this is an awkward place to meet. Today, we are on the Wonder Sanctum Bedrock realm, which is managed by a friend of mine, Silent Chaos 09. I have a whole Java world as well that I often play on. That's going to be future episodes. But before we get into it, I want to acknowledge that the audio is going to be terrible. It's going to get better. I'll get better at video. I'll get better at editing. I'll get better at planning. With that said, let's get into it. I am currently working on a creeper farm. We have one floor that is already done. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Let's see. Let's open these up. If any creepers come in, we have a place for them. I want to get these torches as quick as I can and get out of the way. That torch, that should be the last one. All dark. Yup. Okay, kitty. Let's get out. Let's get this closed up first. Did we get that trapdoor in the middle? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oof. Last thing you want to do on a creeper farm is have to go back into it. So my plan here is this grass is all going to go away once we get the outer structure all built. Let's run into the house. And maybe I'll give you a little bit of a tour. This was the very first thing that I built in this world. There used to be a village sitting here, and it's stone and andesite. It's those things that you can find very early on. So let's take a look inside. So here we are. In the front entrance way, there's a little desk thing here, some basic things. A little music box for your entertainment. You know how offices can get boring. And we have some iron piled up and one of the new pictures. The reason that the iron is piled up is because this is actually a working iron farm. I built it, oh gosh, a couple years ago, and it keeps working. It's based off of, I read a lot of the documentation and stuff on the wiki about how iron farms work and how iron golems spawn in Bedrock versus Java, and this is the result of it. These stairways, I don't remember the specifics, but the location of the stairways do matter if you're trying to create a multi-floor trading hall and iron farm in your own world. So pay attention to the pathing of the villagers, because you can end up with iron golems spawning outside. Up here is where the magic happens, so to speak. The golems will spawn up on top of these blocks that are above us here, and then the water just pushes them into the center, and their iron is collected, along with any of the other things that they drop, like poppies and string, as you saw. Lots of villages up here for trading for books and enchanted books. We have a few villagers over here for getting armor and tools. The railroad tracker on the center is just left over from villager breeding. Let's go back and see how the creeper farm is doing. You know what I just saw? Yeah, buddy. We got our first gunpowder. How can we improve the rates? I'm not trying to come up with the world's best gunpowder farm. Oh, I wish I could find out without having to bust things open. But I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's see. Let's get a... There. Okay. So if we do that, it should fall into my hand. Trapdoors look open to me. And let's go down a couple blocks and do it again. Oh, yeah, that's an issue. They're not going down. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to get them, somehow we're gonna have to get them down. We should be safe here because the cat will scare them away. Well, I guess there's also the theory that they won't go on the trapdoor because it's off to the side? Maybe that's a bedrock thing? That's really interesting. Okay, well, we know that they're spawning. Well, that's a floor. Let's get a torch down so we can at least get in and do some work. Okay, well, the good news is we're not seeing any spiders. Ooh, playing with fire. All right. Okay, so let's try. Do we have? Yeah, we do have trapdoors. I see them. All right, let's get. Oh. All right, which side do we want to do? Do we want to do left side, right side? Let's do that side. So let's do like that. See if that helps. How am I gonna do this? No, can't see me. Yeah, one of the designs that I saw had trapdoors here also, which you might have to do, but let's see. Let's do it like this. There. Maybe that'll work? I don't like the look of it. That is better there. Okay, maybe. You know what? We need to take that torch out. Wait. Good luck, kitty. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. Alright, so they can't see us here. Yeah, see, that's where I want to get in there. Could I get there over on the other side? Let's try it. See where we're at. Floor, of course. Is this unsafe? Think so. Man, this is risky. Oh. Ooh. We might be onto something here. We don't need scaffolding in my pocket. What are we doing? That's not what we're trying to do. Let's see. See if we can get that other creeper. See if we can get you to jump off. Will you? Will you? This is... Oh, God. No! Well, we can rebuild. Alright, well, we're back to where we started. So if we do like that, and like that, so those will flop down there. That one can go that way. This one can go that way. So now, if that's our issue, if that's our issue, we'll have that solved. If that's the issue, I don't even know. All right, let's give it a try again. Looking forward to using an elytra. I'm kind of worried we're too. Oh, I thought I heard. Yep. there's another one. It's working. Though I am really curious to go poke my head in again. Well, good news, there's none standing there. And that one just walked right off. So that's good. I think we're just going to let this go for a bit. Normally don't AFK farms. I'd rather play, I guess. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here for, we'll say 20 minutes and come back and see where it's at. Okay, I'm here to interrupt for just a bit because I was curious to find out what was going on with those creepers, why they weren't walking off the ledge. And I'm sure one of the things is the just the distance that they are from the cats that's keeping them from wandering off the edges. This is what I was creating I created it following the tutorial from Dusty Dude. I'll include a link. It says it's for Java only, though with a few tweaks, I was able to get it working in Bedrock as well. So cats, see it's going to be a little bit close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually even further than what it is there. So if we drop a creeper in, I'm obviously creative here, flying around. And there's one creeper, and here's one over here. So what we're really looking for isn't necessarily if the cats are pushing them off the edges, but, and there goes one, is if they will, if the location or the orientation of the trapdoors make a difference for the creeper and their pathfinding. And that one did not seem to care. This one I put lava in the bottom. This one it's just empty to the void. Okay, so that one just saw the cat and walked straight off. So it seems like there is something else. Let's take these walls down just to see if that makes any difference. Alrighty, saw the cat. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Well, that kind of proved that point. Not sure why it was behaving strangely over in the farm, but changing those trapdoors seemed to make a difference. I don't know, but I thought we'd be able to prove it for sure here, but we can't. So at this point, we're going to say it's inconclusive. And now back to the episode. It's the next day at IRL, and I spent a couple hours AFKing here, and I want to see how much gunpowder we collected. I also realized that I never showed you my skin. I was just wearing armor the entire time that we were together. So thought I would at least show this off, but safety first, at least third maybe. All right, let's see. 6 stacks in a couple hours, and I don't know exactly if it was 2 hours or maybe it was more, maybe it was less, I don't know, but and we had like a stack and a half before, a little more than that, so even if it's 4 stacks in 2 hours, it seems like more than enough for normal use. Fantastic. Let's go sleep, and we will get started on the build. All right, so the first thing that we are going to build here is the cleaning up this edge a little bit. We want to put a creeper face into this. So I wanted this to be 6 wide. Checking our reference image here. Let's do this and this and this and nope, wrong ones. Where's our, oh great, we don't have any pillars. We need pillars right available. Let's move those over here so we can get those in place a lot faster. Because last thing we need is a creeper popping out on us. Alright, so to make the fun creeper face, we need 3 across. And we skip over a little bit. And let's see, 1, 2. Let's just do the same thing over here while we have these blocks in hand. And boop, boop. It's alright. We're going to lose a few blocks along the way here. Not worried about it. We can always get more. It's better than trying to go hunt them down in a creeper farm. That's not fun for anybody. Okay, and next. So that's our nose part. So we do like... we need... Let's get our scaffolding up a little bit further here. I thought we had this high enough, but apparently not. Let's get this all the way up. Not that one. And this will actually need to be, we're gonna make it a little prettier on top too. So, okay, so there's 3 blocks below. So if I do these 2 here, yeah, that'll look real good. Okay. Yep, that's not gonna look great. So let's do this, and let's just scaffolding out. Bedrock scaffolding is so different than Java. At least I haven't figured it out. Yep, see, weird. Skip 2 spots. Let's get here and here, and let's get that filled in before trouble happens. Though we shouldn't have any spawning just because of how close we are. All right, and now let's go down. Take down the scaffolding, and you can see. All right, and we have a creeper face. So there we go. Don't want it to be super noticeable, but just enough to get somebody's attention, I suppose. I don't know. I like it. Now we have that. We're going to be doing 2 like this. And let's see, can I do it this way? Yep, all right. This will be fun. Building and survival is... I enjoy it, but I am glad to do a lot of it, or at least some of the initial testing in creative, just to kind of get your thoughts together. And it's so much easier to undo things or copy things. You can just build and fix so much faster, just iterate much more rapidly. Yeah, we're gonna need some green glass at some point, which I do not have on me. I can make the dye, but yeah, I don't have any of the blocks. Did I do this wrong already? These are supposed to be here. Right here is where our glass needs to go. So let's dig this back out. So you can kind of get the general idea of what this is going to look like. I'm definitely off by a block. Something isn't quite right. It's not sitting quite right with me. Maybe these need to move back one. I'm going to do some digging, but I'm really liking how this is turning out so far. And it's done. The creeper farm is up and running. The aesthetics are all done on the outside. I did do a little bit of landscaping around the area, not a lot, but enough to just clean it up a little bit. I'm hoping in the next episode, or at least some point soon, to get automated rocket crafting set up. Let's take a little bit of a look around. I am so happy with how it turned out, actually. This is... yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for. It looms large in the sky. It definitely need to get some more landscape and things like that done. Some trees in the area. yeah, we're still collecting away, and there is yet another creeper. Ooh, he looked funny. I wonder if he was a charged creeper. I wonder if there was a lightning storm. Ooh, that's something we should do. You know what? I think let's just go here and over here. And let's just, they're kind of hidden anyway, which is fine. Yeah, I can't even see him. It's perfect. But yeah, maybe we'll get some more charged creepers out of it. That'll be fun. As we get closer, you can see just the hint of a creeper face, maybe. Blurp. It's just subtle enough to barely see it. So there we go. I think we're going to call it an episode there. I've had a lot of fun bringing it to you. I'm going to get into doing some editing now, of course, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.